Most pure AI trading bots lost 30% during the last volatility spike, while my guarded system stayed flat. I spent 3 months building a hard-coded override that kills the AI the moment it deviates from the plan. You are not building a moneymaker. You are building a safety switch. I was sitting at a window table at a quiet cafe in Canary Wharf last summer when I finally did it. I gave a fully autonomous LLM agent my API keys and a $10,000 test portfolio. For the first 2 weeks, it felt like I had discovered a cheat code for the global economy. The returns were hitting 12% a month, and I was convinced the old way of investing was dead. Then I opened the trade logs. I saw the AI buying a niche biotech stock at 3 in the morning, and I realized I had no idea why. I asked the agent to explain its logic, and it gave me a beautifully written, confident response that was a total hallucination. It had confused two different companies with similar names. That was the moment the dream died. I realized I was staring into a black box. I was not managing a portfolio. I was gambling on the hope that the AI would not have a digital stroke with my money on the line. I felt a pit in my stomach because I knew that in a real market crash, that confidence would turn into a catastrophe. I spent an entire afternoon walking through the streets of Wall Street, thinking about the night capital disaster. For those who do not know, they lost $440 million in 45 minutes because of a bad code deployment. They had the intelligence and the speed, but they had no one holding the emergency brake. My AI agent was basically a more sophisticated version of that risk. Intelligence without control is just a faster way to go broke. I started researching the 2010 flash crash, where 1,000 points vanished in an instant. In those moments, the market does not care about your AI's sentiment analysis or its sophisticated reasoning. I realized that most people in 2026 are making the same mistake. They are looking for the best AI bot, but they are ignoring the architecture. They are putting a Ferrari engine into a car with no brakes. If your system can execute a trade in milliseconds, it can bankrupt you in seconds. I knew I had to stop trusting the AI and start trusting the code. I went back to my home office and sat down at my desk to build the first line of defense. I stopped using the AI to manage the risk, and I wrote a hard-coded circuit breaker in Python. This is the only part of my system that the AI cannot touch or modify. I wrote a simple function that monitors my total portfolio drawdown in real time. I set the threshold at 5%. The logic is binary and brutal. If the drawdown hits 5%, the script instantly revokes the AI's API permissions and freezes all trading. I did not want a smart system here. I wanted a dumb system. I wanted a system that does not think, does not reason, and does not hallucinate. It just sees a number and flips a switch. This is the only way to survive in a market where an LLM might decide that a crash is actually a buying opportunity based on a misread tweet. When I ran this against my historical data, I found that it would have saved me $4,000 during the last volatility spike. The AI wanted to double down on a losing position, but the circuit breaker simply killed the connection. It felt like finally putting a leash on a dog that thinks it can fly. Once I had the break, I needed to rebuild the engine. I spent a long weekend on a penthouse terrace in New York mapping out a hybrid architecture. I stopped treating the AI as the manager and started treating it as a researcher. I separated my system into the brain and the hand. For the brain, I used Claude 4 via API. I built a pipeline where Claude scans 50-page PDF earnings reports and converts them into a sentiment score between -1 and 1. This reduced my research time from 6 hours of reading to 4 seconds of processing. But Claude is not allowed to trade. It is only allowed to suggest. Then I introduced the hand, which is a combination of TrendSpider and a custom risk engine. I fed the signals from Claude into TrendSpider to look for technical confirmation. I used the raindrop indicator to find actual support levels. If Claude says the sentiment is bullish, but TrendSpider shows the price is crashing through support, the trade is automatically rejected. To glue this all together, I used Zapier Central to orchestrate the agents. I set up a workflow where the AI suggestion must pass through 3 separate checks before it ever hits my brokerage account. First, the sentiment check. Second, the technical trigger. Third, a concentration check that ensures no single asset exceeds 10% of my total capital. This architecture means the AI provides the intelligence, but the hard-coded rules provide the fiduciary oversight. The final piece of the puzzle was the exit strategy. I remember sitting in a luxury hotel lobby in Tokyo, running a stress test simulation on my system. I wanted to see what happened during a liquidity gap, the kind of event that destroyed Archegos and wiped out $10 billion. Most AI bots are programmed to sell when a certain threshold is hit. The problem is that in a crash, everyone is selling at once. If your bot dumps a huge position into a liquidity gap, you get slaughtered by slippage. I built a staged liquidation sequence. Instead of one giant sell order, the system breaks the exit into 10 smaller chunks distributed over 30 minutes. I used a Python script to monitor the bid-ask spread. If the spread widens too far, the system pauses for 60 seconds to let the market breathe before selling the next chunk. I tested this against the 2026 volatility data, and the results were shocking. While the pure AI bots were taking 20% slippage on their exits, my staged system only lost 2%. I was not making more money than the bots during the green days, but I was keeping significantly more during the red days. I stopped trying to build a money maker, and I finally built a survival machine. I want you to be honest with yourself right now. If your AI hallucinated a market crash tomorrow, would you wake up to a portfolio or a prayer? If you are not sure, you need to hit subscribe because we are moving past the hype and into the actual engineering of wealth. I can now lean back in my chair and watch my portfolio move with a level of peace I have never had before. The anxiety of the black box is gone. I know that the AI can be as wrong as it wants to be, and it still cannot bankrupt me because the code physically will not let it. I learned that financial intelligence is useless without an independent risk execution layer. The AI is a fantastic advisor, but it is a terrible fiduciary. You need a system where the AI suggests the move, but a non-intelligent, hard-coded script approves the execution. My guarded system stayed flat when others lost 30%. That is the real win. In the world of autonomous finance, the winner is not the person with the smartest bot. The winner is the person with the best safety switch. Stop looking for the best AI bot and start building your first hard-coded guardrail. I have put the basic logic for my risk engine and the Python circuit breaker in the description below. Download it, tweak it, and deploy it before you put another single dollar into an autonomous system. In the next video, I am showing you how I used AI to automate my entire tax avoidance strategy for 2027. So make sure you are subscribed for that.